Been about 10 days I think since I finished installing the braids. I wanted to give kind of like an update, like a week or so update, how I've been liking them and what I'm going to do going forward, because it's not exactly what I expected. So they're boho braids, I think. Boho or goddess, I think they're called boho now. I didn't make my ends curly, but I think that makes them boho. But some years ago I thought they were goddess. I don't know. But y'all get the gist with the curly pieces. So first thing I wanted to talk about is the hair that I chose. So I got my hair recommendation, like the human hair recommendation, off YouTube, and someone said, like, it was a hairstylist who was like, these are the best ones to get. And in the comments, people also confirm, like, yeah, the Cleopatra, get it. But I was able to find them at the local beauty supply, and I bought 2 packs. I only needed 1, and they were $50 each. But I don't think that they were that great. I don't know if this is how the hair does, or it just isn't that good of hair. But for $50 a pack, I expected a little bit more, because they immediately were getting tangly, as if, I don't know, I feel like synthetic probably would have been a little bit worse and harder to like do maintenance on. So I'm pretty sure if I put some time in, I could zhuzh them up. But I feel like it was a little bit expensive. I don't know if they're $50 everywhere. I live in a smaller town now, so they could have just been $50 at my beauty supply. But I will use the hair again, because I did pay for it and I can't return it. So I'll use it again. But now that I know how it acts, I would have used different products to style my hair, which brings me to my next point, which is I didn't like style it appropriately. So I was watching videos on how to do the style, what method I wanted to do, and a lot of the hairstyles were saying don't add a lot of product, just use water, don't add a lot of products. And with this hair being lower quality, I wish I would have used a heavier, more like a moisturizing and a heavier product to keep it together. I think that would have been helpful, which is what I'm going to do going into this second week. And the last thing was that this boho style wasn't the best hairstyle for me to pick for what I wanted out of my protective style this go around. So if I was looking for like a cute hairstyle, just in general, this is a really cute hairstyle, but I was personally looking for very, very low maintenance. I put braids in my hair so I wouldn't have to think about my hair at all. These braids require maintenance, and so that's also contributes to why I feel like they don't look like they looks a little, why they need some work and some help. But I don't know, maybe this is what they look like, because I do know I've seen some videos online of I never watched the videos, but I've just seen a couple videos like scrolling on YouTube of like, watch this before you get boho braids, or like the truth about boho braids, and I'm like, why are people being so dramatic? Like but I bet if I went and watched them, they probably would say some of the things that I'm saying right now, in that it's maintenance and you probably want to choose the hair accordingly and things like that. So feel free to watch those videos. It's a high maintenance style, and I think that just added to the fact that it is looking a little bit messier because I wasn't doing any maintenance on a daily basis. And I would say to maximize the style, you need maintenance like morning and night. And I was not prepared to do that, and I'm not going to. Yes, so I did install mine traditionally. So I have a knot. I didn't do knotless because I did knotless and I did like round parts, and that's just the easiest for me to braid my own hair. Knotless braids, I've done them 2 or 3 times on my own hair, and I just found that the result is not worth all of the effort. If you really like that look, then I would say it might be worth it, but I don't not like the look of traditional box braids enough to spend the time doing knotless. It's just a lot easier, and I like doing round parts because spending the time doing box parting is also not worth it for me. I have the moving scalp, I think that's why I always had a hard time, and why I just naturally gravitated towards round parts, because my scalp does move when parting and it's impossible to get the line straight. So imagine doing it on yourself, it's even harder. And I'm also more on the perfectionist side, so it's easier to just get like a clean line that's kind of rounded, as opposed to like a million straight lines. It's way easier. Round parts, traditional braids, and you get braids. And honestly, I do like the look of my braids like this. This reminds me of how I wore my braids. The look of box braids in like the 2000, like before knotless braids, like I always, when I got braids like over the summer and like closer to like my senior year in high school, like 2016, 17, 15, 16, 17, it was like, you know, traditional box braids, and it looked so cute, like Solange, Janae Aiko. Like, I still like that look. So knotless is cool, but it's not worth it for me. Also, I was going for low maintenance, very low maintenance, and knotless would have not looked good in a longer period of time. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents on my experience. I don't hate them. I think they still look fine. And at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to sit down and try to kind of fix what I did wrong maybe, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue wearing them how I want to, which is, you know, I put them down but most of the time I have them in a bun, like around the house. And in maybe another week or 2, I might go back and curl the ends, because I do sit on them and that's kind of annoying, but I'm not gonna do that today. Today I just kind of wanted to put some more product in there, and maybe, I don't know. I figured if I can't commit to like the maintenance of doing that, of like trying to keep these looking super nice, I'm just gonna see what happens when I just let it rock like this. I am gonna put some product on there. I'm gonna put a heavier mousse on this time. So I'm gonna do some water and the Do Most Def mousse. The first time I used Shine and Jam mousse, it was a Shine and Jam mousse, and that made it like crunchy and dry. It definitely, like if you use that, you need like a leave-in conditioner underneath. So I'm gonna try this one, see what happens. But this is what they look like right now. The ends were a little bit wavy in the beginning, and they're kind of just like rough and straight right now. I don't know. I don't think it looks terrible, like the way that it just is. It's kind of messy. I don't know. I don't hate it. It's different than what I was seeing, but it still looks kind of fine. I'm just gonna do water and then do the mousse. I do know a lot of the videos that I watched, some of the girls were using like expensive, like not expensive, but true bundle hair, and this was still like beauty supply pack hair. It was Remy human hair, I think. So the quality was probably a little bit better than this, but so I guess, I don't know, maybe I didn't overpay for that, but that's why I don't like any other hairstyles other than like braids, because it's just so expensive. It's already a little bit different. It's already gonna look better because I'm like gonna lay them down flat. Right now the roots are like kind of puffy. Originally I was gonna be like, I'm gonna comb through these and like detangle them, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna let it rock and we'll just see what happens. And for the next time I'll know better. Yeah, like I said, I'm using the Do, and I'm just gonna put this through, and I'm gonna, you know, detangle, like make sure the hair is separated and not stuck together, because it was tangling a lot right in the beginning, but now the hair is kind of matted in a way. So originally it was like loose hair that just kind of got tangled, and now they've tangled into itself. So if I tried like separating it, it would just knot up and I'd probably have to cut it out. So now it's kind of stuck in its own tangled little ringlet. And that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it. That would be way too much trouble trying to detangle all of these. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid, detangling hair right now. So I think just leaving it is gonna be my best bet. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's braids. So see, like 2 different pieces from 2 different braids are matted together. And I'm just gonna see if so there is some shedding and stuff. There has been some shedding. The first day when I finished doing them, I did really run my hands through it just to get all of the, if there was any loose hairs that didn't get caught in the braiding process. And then since then, anytime that I go through my hair like with water and do this like finger detangling motion, hair does come out. But if I'm not really doing anything, it's not like major shedding, but the hair does come out. So that is also maintenance. One thing I did do was I put 1 piece of hair in the like back sections, and then all the top and the front I put 3-4 pieces. And I was debating whether I wanted to put any pieces in the back, and if I did it again, I probably wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I would just do the back top pieces, but not like all at the bottom, because those are gonna get more tangled too. See, like these are, yeah. See, I feel like having the hair might shorten the lifespan of the braids, like especially if you don't get good hair. So I don't know if I would recommend the hair that I got. I don't think I would. I wouldn't recommend it at all. I should probably cut out these knots. I was like, I don't have any scissors, but I do have these little brow scissors. Okay, I'm going to put a good amount on the ends too, and then I'm just going to keep defining with water because this mousse is strong and sticky. Yeah, see, this is just something I don't want to be doing, so I'm just going to let mine be kind of messy, angle up, and call it a day. I'll probably do this once a week at the most, but this is not why I put braids in, and I didn't think about it. It did take me it took me 7 days to do, wait, 7? No, it took me 5 days to braid my hair. Yeah, see, the hair is completely wrapped around the braid. That's why I'm like, this hair, no, was not it. Okay, one side is done. I don't know if you can tell that a difference. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what this hairstyle is supposed to look like. I didn't do that much research. Okay, on to the next side. Done kind of redefining them. I think I'll just keep, you know, whenever I feel like it, use this mousse, and hopefully it'll harden, and then they kind of just mat into like a permanent little spiral. But I will not be trying to detangle this hair. Last thing I'm gonna do is put some on my roots. They're getting a little puffy. Well, they're not getting that puffy. I just wear them in a bun, so it's not really laying flat right now. I don't know if that mousse helped or not. I don't know. Right now, like, it's drying, so it's kind of sticky. So I don't know if that's gonna make it better or worse. I'll just have to wait and see when it dries. And yeah, so I'll be back to show y'all once it's dry and see if that helped a little bit. If not, there's one more mousse that I'd try. But yeah, we're just gonna stick it out because I'm not taking these out. I don't know. It's not bad. It's just a little, I just didn't expect it. So that's why I'm like that. I'm saying that, but I really don't care that much. Like, if I never do any maintenance to it again, I would be fine. It could just be messy. I really don't care. So, okay. I'll be back once it dries. And my hair is like laid down and we can see how it turned out. Okay, time to take my hair down. So my hair is dry now, or it should be at least. So I finished my makeup and it's been at least an hour and a half. So, oh, so cute. Alright, so this is what my hair looks like, all dry and finished. It definitely looks a little bit better. As for the way that the hair pieces feel, what's going on? I think they'll do a lot better with this foam, but they do still just feel a little dry and rough. I think it was just the hair. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend that hair, but I think it did a little bit better with that heavier foam. So yeah, these are my braids. As you can see, it's got a really messy look, so that's kind of what I'm going with now. I'm just gonna pretend that it's intentional.